What is up, college football fans? What is up, Clemson Tiger fans? Happy Sunday to everybody. You guys know what I say. Every day above ground is a great day as far as I'm concerned. And every day is a great day to be a Clemson Tiger. Wow. I don't really know what else to say other than it was a long night. It was a long night for me. It was a long night for SMU fans. It was a long night for Alabama fans. And now here it is. What time is it? It's about 10:30 a.m. Sunday morning. So we have the selection show today to find out, well, first of all, who's in the playoffs. I think we know, without a doubt, probably the 12 teams that are in. We find out what seeding they'll be. We'll find out where Clemson is seated. And who they'll play. Most likely on December the 21st, I would think it would be. There's a one standalone playoff game on December 20th, which is a Friday. So maybe they might play on that day. I don't know. But I have a friend who's dumb enough to schedule a wedding on December the 21st. So my luck will be Clemson plays whoever, Notre Dame, Texas, somebody like that, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on December the 21st, right when I'm in the wedding. So, but anyway, what a crazy season for Clemson. What a crazy game last night. Shout out to SMU. I know I've been giving them a hard time, but look, they came in the ACC in their first season and basically ran right through it. I mean, now they dodged pretty much the top 3 or 4 teams in the ACC. That's not their fault. That's just the luck of the draw that they got. But it is a very good football team, and I think they're going to be in tonight probably. It's going to come down to that 12 spot for Alabama at SMU. I think SMU proved throughout the season and again last night that they are a solid, they're a top 15 team. Whether or not you think they're better than Alabama is irrelevant. Alabama's got 3 losses, 2 losses to teams that don't even have winning records, and Oklahoma and Vanderbilt. So I find it hard to believe that, I know all the conspiracy theories out there and everything. I still find it hard to believe that the committee's going to put a 3-loss Alabama in over an SMU team that went to their conference championship game and had a very good chance to win it there. So anyway, congratulations to SMU on an amazing season as well. What a crazy season and what a crazy game last night. Clemson jumped out to a 14-0 lead, and you got to give SMU credit again. Listen, there's a lot of things that I would change on the Clemson side of things, but at the end of the day, they did what they had to do. And the ironic thing is the way that they won, because Clemson's special teams has just been absolute garbage the entire season. It's been really bad, especially the kicking game. Missed another field goal in this game. I don't know what that totals. Double digits on the year, missed field goals. When you add the mixed field goals along with the blocked field goals, it's got to be in the double digits. But when it came down to the come down, a long, almost 60-yard field goal, walk-off field goal by Hauser. I mean, you can't make that up. I'm going to be honest. For those of you who were watching me on the live stream last night, first of all, I was fired up, Jack. Second of all, I'm being serious when I say I thought there was less than a 0% chance that Hauser was going to make that kick. I mean, I was already pretty much just succumbing to the idea of going to overtime, which I didn't want to happen for obvious reasons. I mean, SMU had all of the momentum in the game. I mean, they came down from 14 points down to tie it up. I think if that game would have went to overtime, there's probably a pretty good chance Clemson loses that game. More than 50% chance is what I mean. Offensively, very frustrating. Again, not much different than any other game we've seen from Clemson, especially big games all year. The roller coaster ride. Shout out to Kade Klubnik, though. There's still some of you out there that are trying to convince yourself and everybody else that Kade Klubnik's not a good quarterback. 4 touchdowns last night. Another game with no turnovers for Klubnik. Did he play a perfect game? No. He missed a couple of wide open receivers that were, well, frankly, touchdown passes. A couple of just misreads where he just didn't see the guy that was open. He threw it to somebody else. A couple of overthrown balls, which we've seen from him time to time. But when it comes down to the come down, when the rubber meets the road, he shows up this year. So shout out to number 2. And yeah, I've been very, very impressed with him as the season's going on. Again, he hasn't played perfect. He's not the best quarterback in the country, or I'm not saying any of that. But he's a baller, and he's a winner too. I think he's made that clear. Maffa, I don't know what the update on Haynes is. Haynes went out of the game yesterday with what looked like some sort of lower leg injury or some sort of knee injury. I don't know what the update. Some of y'all might know what his diagnosis and prognosis is. I hope that he's okay. I hope he's ready to go come the first round of the playoffs, because we're going to need him. Phil Maffa continues to get more banged up as the season goes on, and last night was no exception. He's had this nagging shoulder problem. At one point last night, I believe somewhere in the third quarter or so, he was physically grabbing his shoulder pad, his shoulder. So, and he played a lot of snaps last night, and we needed him to play a lot of snaps, but he's obviously banged up. We're going to need, whether it's Adams, Haynes come back, we're going to need one of those two guys in the first round of the playoffs, no matter who we play, because I'm not convinced that Phil Maffa is going to be 100% even by then. I know he'll have a couple of weeks to rest, but again, this has been a nagging issue all season long. Bryant Wesco, MVP of the offense, by the way. MVP of the offense. What do you have, 160 yards? I don't have the stats in front of me. Something like 10 catches for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. No answer from SMU for number 12. And that number 2 to number 12 connection is going to be in full force again next season. Bryant Wesco is a freshman, and Klubnik's coming back next year. Dynamic duo, Wesco and Klubnik. Defensively, what can I say? More of the same. Wide open receivers. Have a hard time stopping the run. So all of those, none of those things have changed as the weeks go on, and we'll talk more about Wes Goodwin after these games are being played. Anyway, we're gonna need everybody healthy on defense going into the first game of the playoffs. So that we really need these 2 weeks off for them to rest up and get healthy on defense. It's going to be a tough out no matter where we go, whether we go to Texas, whether we go to Notre Dame, whatever. We're going to need to be at 100%. Those are 2 good teams. Everybody's counting Clemson out all year. There's no reason they can't go out and win one more. I don't expect them to win the whole thing, although that would be hilarious if they did. I don't expect that. But they have the ability to go out and knock off one of these teams, whether it's Indiana or Texas or Notre Dame or somebody on the road. They're good enough to do that. Anything past that, I don't really know. But anyway, so look, congratulations to all of the teams that get selected today for the playoffs. You guys all earned it. It's going to be a hell of a good time watching this inaugural 12-team playoff system play out this year. And as crazy as the season has been, I expect we're probably going to see some more chaos in the playoffs, which is what we all wanted. Well, it's what I wanted anyway. All right, everyone, have a great day.